Hello, welcome to the Soulprint Weekly Pick Your Crystal reading for June 19th through the 25th. Thank you so much for being here. I'm hoping that you are enjoying these crystal readings. Maybe for some new people who have just discovered this, these are crystal readings that come out weekly. I simply ask you to focus on a crystal, see which one resonates to you. It might be one, two, or all three. And then I will tell you the reading or the story that the cards are telling. Again, I'd like to remind you, for those of you who might be interested in receiving a private reading, in the drop box below is the email soulprint888@gmail.com. Simply send me a quick email and I will send you out the information you need to know for private readings. Okay, so today we have, this one is going to be listed as blue, but this is a beautiful lapis. This is going to be listed as green, but it is a really lovely malachite. And this one blends both the blue and the green together. It's just somehow, it's almost like a magic stone or a psychic stone to amplify those energies. I'm not sure if it actually has a name. I'm sure it does. I just don't know what it is. But in any case, they're beautiful, beautiful crystals. I'm going to be quiet for a moment and allow you to just take a look and see which crystal or crystals resonate. And let's get started, shall we? Okay, so we're going to start with this blue, which is this lovely, lovely lapis. And here we go. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords, the Hierophant, the World, and the Ace of Wands. Okay. So let's start with the Knight of Swords. So this is about forward motion. This is about movement. This is about, kind of moving ahead, charging ahead, finding the thoughts and the ambitions and just sort of the energy to move forward, to bring in a new, stronger energy into your world, into your life. Now, you may be the one creating this energy, or there may be an outside force bringing this energy into your world. But there is definitely sort of a sense of busyness or chaos going on. And that's okay. That's absolutely wonderful because, you don't want your energy to be stagnant and still, because then it's stagnant and still. There's a big difference between energy that is stagnant versus energy that is, calm and light-filled. This is kind of more on the other end. This is kind of more about busy and action, etc. Now, the Hierophant is interesting with this mix of cards because the Hierophant, can talk about institutions like governments or hospitals or, school boards, that kind of thing. It can also talk about kind of a spiritual understanding or clarity. It can sometimes represent, a mentor or a situation where there is guidance or wisdom coming forward for you. With that being followed by the World, which is very definitely a signal that there is an end of a cycle coming. Something has reached its stage of completion, and you are now ready to set that down and move forward into sort of a new beginning. With the Ace of Wands following that, you have that sense of, a new adventure, a new way of life. Sometimes it can even represent like a pregnancy or a birth. And so the energy here is really Um, it's just really interesting. So this is sort of the scenario that comes to mind, and this is just an example. But it feels like something within the home or within your life has become very, very chaotic or very, very busy all of a sudden. It could be something as simple as, you have company showing up and maybe it's a little bit unexpected or perhaps you didn't have a lot of notice. It could be somebody, moving in with you temporarily. It could be a just sort of some sort of an upheaval in your world. The Hierophant sitting here is sort of saying, you know what, just take a deep breath. Everything is fine. Um, Perhaps there is an energy that is about maybe you are the one mentoring somebody, or maybe you are the one seeking some clarity and calmness from someone else. Maybe this person who is creating the chaos or the situation that's creating the chaos is waiting for information or guidance or insight from a higher or source, you know, the government, schools, etc. Hang on a second. Okay, the world is clearly representing that whatever is going before has now come to a close and it's time for a new beginning. So, again, a really simple explanation of this, honestly, could be, you have somebody who is taking classes, expanding their education. They're waiting for information from the school. They get what they need, and so that one chapter of their life is closing, so a new one can begin. And that takes us to the Ace of Wands, where there are new ideas and new beginnings, new energy, inspiration, etc., etc. So this reading, it really is about movement and energy. It is about um, things coming to a close and beginning afresh. It is about recognizing that chaos and quick movement and that kind of thing is okay. Sometimes it's incredibly necessary, but there comes with it a sort of a wisdom, and there comes with it a new beginning, a fresh start. And the Ace of Wands is a lovely, lovely, lovely energy because it really is about, action and words and communications and inspiration. So this is definitely a reading about going forward, energy, movement, and it's a very lovely energy. Okay, let's take a look at the Malachite. Malachite is actually one of my most favorite stones. I just love Malachite. Okay, the Hermit, Eight of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. Okay, so the Eight of Cups is very often about a sense of disappointment, something not, I guess, something that has left you a little bit emotionally unfulfilled. Perhaps it represents something that you have been pursuing, a path that you have been going down for a while, and it feels like it's not getting anywhere. But the blessing of the Eight of Cups is that it is about healing, which is kind of cool because, of course, Malachite is considered a healing stone. It is about moving forward, making the decision to move forward. It is about recognizing when it is time to say goodbye or to release something that's time is done. Okay? And because that Eight of Cups energy is being followed by the Two of Wands, which is the beginning. It is a new beginning. It could be a new partnership. It could be just a new idea. It represents sort of the sense that there is a new energy building. There are new things coming forward. There is a new ship, if you will, on the horizon. There are blessings coming in with the incoming tides. And while the figure is still sort of in a position of waiting, it is not a waiting that is draining or tiring or exhausting. It is a waiting in anticipation. The the Eight of Pentacles is about working hard, right? It is about step by step doing what is needed, getting things accomplished, seeing stuff through. Followed by the Hermit, which of course is that card of kind of a little bit of, I need some alone time, I need some quiet time, I need to listen to my heart, I need to listen to my soul, I just need to find the light within me again, or I need to find the direction or the path that I am going to light up and move in. And so lovely. I mean, this really is a series of cards talking about moving from a time of sadness or disappointment, finding and feeling that sense of expectation that you can see a new path, you can see a new beginning, and being prepared, frankly, to do the work or take the steps that are going to bring you to that place of healing and acceptance and a much clearer understanding of yourself and your spiritual path and the direction, frankly, that you want to take, the path that you want to walk down and experience. So there really is a sense here of moving forward now. It's time to move forward. But because of the Two of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles, it's not chaotic. It's a very sort of systematic, clear thinking kind of step-by-step process to get you to this new place and this new energy where there is a sense of almost rediscovering yourself. Sometimes when we've experienced a really significant disappointment, heartache, it takes a little bit of time to recover. And that's sort of what this is talking about until finally you get to the Hermit, where you have that sense of, I know who I am now. I have found my sense of peace. I have found perhaps my autonomy. But this is a series of cards talking about recovery and ultimately ending in a place where there is understanding, clarity, and healing. Okay, and let's look at this really great kind of funky blue and green crystal. This one's kind of pyramid shaped. It's very cool. Okay, King of Swords, Knight of Cups, the Magician, and the Four of Wands. Okay. So, the King of Swords can often be a card connected to sometimes a person, connected to the law, government. Sometimes it represents someone in uniform. But above and beyond that, it is somebody with ambitions. It is somebody who thinks, thinks things through, has a lot of intellect. Swords represent the air signs, okay? Now, so this represents either a person in your life, yourself, or perhaps a kind of energy that is in your life or that is entering your life. Now, the Knight of Cups is kind of cool because the Knight of Cups kind of can be like some really cool stuff, right? It can be proposals. It can be a new relationship. At its most fundamental, it is something that brings good news. It is an energy moving forward that brings a sense of happiness, a sense of emotional fulfillment and contentment, joy. It's so lovely because that is then followed by the magician, and the magician really talks about actually bringing a little bit of magic into your life. It talks about having the skills and the tools and the things at your disposal that are going to allow you to welcome that magic, to recognize that magic, to manifest that magic. And then you're ending with the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands often is about, you know, stability. It's about holidays. It can be about marriage, babies, christenings, family news, family get-togethers, that kind of thing. And so together, the story that these cards are telling is that there is a new energy coming into yourself, into your world. Perhaps it is a new person that is coming in that displays some of those qualities and characteristics of the Knight of Swords or of air energy. And whatever this is, whoever this is, whatever this represents, the King of Swords, it's taking you to a place where the Knight of Cups is moving forward, and that is bringing you joy and happiness and fulfillment. It's bringing you good news. And the Magician is sort of reminding you to, make the best of it, enjoy the magic of it. Sometimes life gets sort of so busy and so crazy that when the really wonderful happens, we don't slow down enough to just take the time to really appreciate what that new is, what the magic is, what the blessings are, what there is to be, filled with gratitude about. But your Four of Wands here is talking again about that sense of celebration, that sense of community coming together or family coming together. And so this is really it's just a really nice energy that really speaks to new beginnings and new relationships, um, and and it's time for the magic. It's simply time for the magic to come into your world. And you are being asked to be mindful of that. Look for the miracles, look for the blessings, because ultimately there comes a sense of celebration, of unity, of family, of beginnings. So this is an awesome energy. It really, really is lovely. It is just that sense that, you know what? Things are going to be okay. They're going to move forward. There's happy times coming. There's happy news coming. And the blessings surround. The blessings simply surround. Okay. Well, thank you so much for being here today. And until next week, when I hope to see you again, I'm going to wish that each of you discover and find and enjoy the blessings and the magic of your life. Bye for now.